I don't care. Wherever.
When you're done with the
Yeah.
mouse.
Yep. Have to wait a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
They have food trucks at the Bacon House today too.
Oh, okay.
I love. Hello, everybody. Huh? Oh,
I should have
there's
grabbed
another.
this stool.
Well, there's another chair out there too. I think. Isn't
Yeah,
there?
I said her sit on this bin.
That she don't weigh nothing. Come on in, everybody. It's Jeanette with Our Background Creations. Come on in. Let me know where you're from. Lots of new people that I do not know, but I. Hi, Nicole. Hey, girl. How you doing? Thank you. So listen, if you don't know me, I'm sorry. I'm a hot mess express today. If you do know me, you know it happens a lot. No.
Yep.
So I've had company from California, my friend Angela, and my granddaughter moved in, and I had 2 grandsons last night who wanted to craft. So we had to make it happen. You love hot mess? Well, girl, you love me.
and you love me too.
Hey, Joan. How are you doing? Hey, Cindy. First time watching? Welcome.
Melissa wanted to call us Tweedledee and Tweedledum last night.
Melissa. Oh, Busby.
Busby.
Yeah. Good morning, Rhonda. How are you? So listen. So my friend is here from California, but she's been here a few times, so now it's just like, yeah, come on. So I had 4 lives this weekend.
And she planned them all because I'm here.
Yeah. No, it just happened that way. So we are going to. So if you don't know me, my name is Jeanette. I'm with Our Background Creations. I do use a webcam, so your picture is horizontal, but you can't flip me on your side if you're on your phone. That's good, Rhonda. Hi, Deborah. How are you? So I just went, oh crap, I gotta go. So I do have another camera that I'm gonna ship you down to so you can kind of see what I'm doing. There we go. Awesome. Thank you. Hi, Diane. How you doing? Let me bring you up here. My eyesight's getting a little bad. So we're going to, oh, come on, refresh. There we go. So I have a TV in front of me. So hey, Miss Mary, thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Jerry, welcome. But now I can see my comments on my phone because, when we get old and we don't get our glasses as much as we're used to, should be doing.
Or you have them and you just can't see.
I have them and I still can't see. Make sure this is, that's close enough. All right, so I am doing things. The only thing I have bought is my paper. Well, I originally bought my chow mein noodles, but they're all gone. Thank you. I love making new friends. I got some twine. My friend thought I went out and cut this. She's like, where did you go cut that? And I'm like, it's foam board, girl. It's foam board. I work at Lowe's. And in the wood department, every time they're cutting wood and somebody leaves it behind, I'm like, I'm taking that home. And they're like, whatever. And I'm like, hey, at least it's not going in the landfill. So I bring home all kinds of things. The crafters that come in and go, hey, is there anything left over? I'm like, nope. These are called dryer boards. They come in between the bunks of lumber, to help get the air up in between the wood, because when they start shipping it out, it's still a little wet. So they're just like paint sticks, basically. They're not always the same thickness, which is fine if you like rustic. Yes, I work at Lowe's. Yeah. I know, and I'm in building materials, lumber / doors and windows. Don't much need the doors and windows, but the wood, yes, ma'am, I will take it. So this wood, the slats from in between the boards. So we're gonna we'll do that in a minute. I have some Waverly Antique color here that we're going to color our wood with. And I better put a glove on or else.
Old Timey Creations by Deborah Wilkinson followed you, and
Thank you.
And we followed her back.
Awesome. So Angela and I met online through another crafting group, and we have been friends for going on 4 now.
5. Oh, my business will be 5 years old this year. Did I meet you a year in?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were almost a year in. I was brand new.
I took her under my wing.
And now I tell her what to do.
Yeah.
We actually just formed a private group together. So she's in California, I'm in Ohio, so we do a lot of things
Coast to coast.
via, yes. So we're just going to use this. I like to use this instead of traditional stain because it will dry faster. It's not like stain where you have to wait for a couple days. So leave those over there because Lord knows I'm going to need them.
You're going to see you commenting it's me. Got lucky yesterday. Like, what?
I didn't know if it was Floyd downstairs.
Oh.
My husband used to be in my lives with me all the time, but now I have my granddaughter. She pops in here.
And I'm chopped liver.
And Angela's here this week. So we're just gonna stain our wood.
Marie Trent Eversole followed you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I love making new friends and keeping old ones.
Did you the group?
Yeah.
No, okay.
So we're gonna paint, stain, whatever you want to call it, both sides. If you could just add some water with this, if you wanted to use a baby wipe, you could do it that way. Kind of got caught off guard. My stepdaughter showed up an hour early to pick up my grandsons, and I'm like, oh, there's one's still eating, one's not dressed, one's not. So we just like slop some of that paint on, and then we're just gonna rub it right off.
Oh.
But then it looks like it is stained.
Joan
They are.
Joan said hi to me.
Oh, gotta make Angela feel special. So then it looks like it's stained wood. So that was a little rough cut because I figured out it was a little long. So these start at 12 inches and go down by an inch. They have rough cuts. Tried to get all the splinters out, but I don't want them perfect. And I'm a little eclectic with my crafting style. So you're like, oh, rustic, I love that. Well, let me tell you, I love glitter too.
Jeanette will love the place.
Yep, I am.
You name it, she makes it.
Not everything.
Well, almost everything.
That's my problem. I like to do too much. So there's crafts everywhere.
Let's leave it alone. You're all over.
So don't forget your ends. There we go. And I actually have 2 pieces here, so I can just screw one up.
Deborah. She says, I'm new to this. I have only done 3 lives.
I heard you say that on the last Creators Live. Stephanie, she's new to me, and I told her. And she said she had to get off to church. That's what replays are for. I have met some great people. I am in Craft Around the Clock. And I love meeting new people. And I like everybody. Sometimes I don't like clicks. I don't like clicks. I don't want to. If you're in that group, you can't be in my group and all that stuff.
So if you're getting a response, it's me.
Yep. So the backroom creations there, lady, is Angela. My granddaughter's over there sitting quietly. You tell her she could. If you go to my page and you see the crochet stuff, that's my granddaughter. Very, very talented, but she's very, very soft spoken.
And it's not a replay. We're live.
Hey, man. Yep, we're live.
Not Memorex.
That's scary. I do have a YouTube. I do stream to YouTube. So some people that I don't know, there's like Facebook connection issues. I'm like, hey, jump over on YouTube. I don't. I get all the nasty comments from people on YouTube saying you talk too much. I'm like, oh. I just stream it to YouTube at the same time. I don't go back and edit it and all that garbage. I ain't got time for it. No time. I'm running out to the woodshed this morning. She's like, where are you going? I'm going to cut my wood.
Stacy's here. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
You said you found a sister-in-law too.
Yep, I found a sister-in-law too. I got to meet her a month ago. There's people that, I mean, you never know when your neighbors are. I haven't found anybody online in the same town I'm in, maybe an hour or so away. But yeah, that's close considering where some of us live. You know.
Yeah.
You know that voice? Yep, she's here.
Who said that?
Dan.
I see her next month. She's coming out to my neck of the woods.
I thought you weren't going to be there in California though.
That's what I mean. What do you think I meant?
I know she's going to California, but I thought you were gone.
Nope.
Oh, not this time?
Oh, no more traveling.
No more traveling. Yeah, every time Deanne goes to California to visit her mom, or Angela's somewhere else.
I have events, but I don't. I have one month there.
Okay. You don't. So my husband started me out with all the technical stuff because, I mean, I know how to use a computer and stuff. He's done all that for me, and then I slowly learned. So now, I'm in Ohio, Sandra, about an hour south of Akron. Hi, Joanne. So now he's like, he would say, "Do you need me to go set up your lab?" I'm like, "No."
She was terrified.
I was. I call him up and say, "I hit the wrong button."
I even tried to.
That's
help.
right. Hi, Susan. Welcome. So a lot of people use their phone where I like to do things on my computer. So that's where I struggle. It's how to do everything on my phone. I do know that a lot of people don't like the horizontal viewing screen, but I like to be able to do the picture-in-picture so you can see what I'm doing better. Okay.
Hi, Susan. Welcome.
So I made a hot mess of my boards, but we're just gonna wipe all this excess paint off. Could probably change my glove or get that extra stuff off. I like wearing gloves because I moved it.
What do you say? If you like my what?
Huh?
You ask them to like your page.
If you like my what?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, if you like my craft or my personality. Listen, some people don't like me.
We're just gonna fix that if you like my craft.
You're definitely primitive. It took you forever to work a cell phone. I know. My husband's pretty tech savvy, but now I was asking him to help me edit my videos, so I could do like shorts or whatever. And he's always teasing me. He's like, just Google it. Just Google it. And I'm like, okay. So I've been Googling things, But when I run into a roadblock, he's like, "Hey, you know as much about that as I do." So I'm like, yeah. I do like I like some primitive. I don't care for the like obscure shapes like Santa and all that. But I like grungy, dingy. But I also like sparkle and bright. So it just depends on really it depends on the mood. I have more glitter in this house than Hobby Lobby probably.
There was more yesterday.
My mom still has a flip phone. I know I vacuumed the bathroom. I don't know why there's so much glitter in the bathroom.
Oh, I saw a little bit.
I know, and I'm like, I just vacuumed. I am making a tree, believe it or not. It will be a tree here in a minute. Got to hurry. I'm not used to doing 45-minute things. Well, I am, but I struggle. Struggle bus is real. Like last night, I'm like, okay, I finished in a half an hour. What am I supposed to do now? We are very seasoned. Yes, I say old.
Seasoned is better.
Season's better. Well, I'm 53, but feel like I'm 83 some days. Yes, many styles. I like to paint. I started my venture. I've always crafted ever since I was a kid. Loved art, but I started as a maker. And I'm like, okay, I can only make so many wreaths. They're not selling as fast as I make them, so let's slow down a little bit. So I love the decoupage. That's probably my second favorite thing to do. Okay, so now we have, this is kind of the layout of the tree. Little slats that move, oops, get smaller, but we're going to take this. Voila, clean surface. Hi, Kelly, how are you? So I just have a toy. I have 2 totes of nothing but containers.
The right horse. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay, the toy. I like to do glass art too. So I don't know where my rocks are. I do need some weight in the bottom of this because when we put our stick in here, it's going to be a little top heavy.
Where's your
Huh?
Where's your bag before they are?
Oh,
okay.
I'll use it. Those are for something else.
Oh, okay.
I just need some Mod Podge. Who says Mod Podge instead of Mod Podge? I say both. There's the other half. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. We can. It's not that big of an order.
Okay. I just thought of something.
Yeah.
Oh, what did we tell me?
Wow, I ate the chow mein noodles a long time ago. Listen, I had to end up throwing some cans away because it was like getting way too late. I wasn't using them as fast. Listen, threw cans.
I'm still in shock.
My husband's over here in shock that I
And
threw
he's
cans
still
away.
standing.
Yeah.
Barely.
So we're just gonna put some Mod Podge on there. Are you leaving?
Oh.
I heard surprise something.
Keep going. Just keep working.
I'm going.
Bye.
Bye, honey.
Bye, everybody.
Love you.
I'm sorry.
Behave later.
Uh-huh. Just keep crafting, man.
So, if you didn't know what Reagan House is,
Oh.
it is a wholesaler that is 20 minutes from my house. 2 public sales a year.
I hate him.
What's he up to?
I'm not telling you. Please. No, you have to wait.
I do have a Telegram. That's one of my challenges. But if you follow me, I am gonna post it. I used to have a very set schedule of my lives when I had a different job. This is You sneaky snicker. We'll patch it. You're in North Carolina? Welcome. I like North Carolina, unless you have a hurricane. And I don't like it.
Maybe I've just been.
So we're just gonna rub this. It's got a couple wrinkles. I'm really not, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some brown. I can't find my stressed oxide.
Oh,
You're in Oregon?
yeah, West Coast. Whoop, whoop.
I have a new client at work. He's building a house, so I'm helping him with his doors and windows and blah blah blah. And he's like, "I'm not from the East Coast." And I go, "Oh, where you?" And he goes, "I go West Coast." He goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Oh, California." He's like, "No, or it's either Oregon or Washington." I went, "Same diff." And he's like, no, I am not a Californian." I'm like,
Hey,
"Okay, so it's hot in California and it's wet in Washington and Oregon."
yeah, wet and cold.
Yep,
But they got colors.
they got colors.
It's brown and
Oh.
well, not everywhere, but
Yeah. So we're just gonna patch that little bit right there. See if I can find. You know what? I'm not gonna sweat it today. We're just gonna go with it.
and that's what people do.
Yes, that will be the bag. So I just gotta patch a little piece. Normally I would like match up all the pattern.
And sometimes people earthquakes.
Listen, I grew up in Illinois in Tornado Alley. So when I moved out here to Ohio, they're like, "It's tornado season." I'm like, "Okay." I actually, they called it a tornado. I called it straight line winds. We had a tornado come through town, and I'm standing on my front porch. And I seen the leaves going up in the circle, and I told my son was about 15 at the time. I'm like, come sit on the basement steps for me. He's like, "Why?" And I'm like, just do it. So they classified it as a tornado. Like, it did pull the gas lines off of Walmart. I worked at Walmart at the time. So it was some. So after it was over, you can tell. And I'm like, I'm gonna go see what's going on town. So there's grills, in the road and trees down. But I was in an F4 as a kid, and an F. They called it an F0 here. I'm like, I never even knew one existed like that. So my pattern don't mess up or match up. We'll just give it a little bit extra glue. Ooh, I need to get moving. My projects are always a lot bigger than they can be for 45 minutes.
They seem small when you talk about
They do. They seem so small when you're talking about it. I'm like, "Oh, I could do that." And they're like, "Oh, crap." So, looking glue. Glue. So I just have some crushed glass in there. We are going to start with this. This part will go down into the bucket. Yeah, I don't like either one. You can do it straight. You can do it, crooked. I'm not measuring to make sure that they're in the perfect middle. If you wanted to do that, you could. I'm not real worried about it. That's when you like the primitive style because you're like, "Oh, I meant to do that." You can space them farther out, so you can like put some greenery in the middle, or ooh, whatever you want to do, because it's your craft. You do you, boo. but they were cut. Hi, Giselle. How you doing, girl?
Hi, Giselle.
But I did start at the bottom, 12, 11, 17, 7, 6, 5, 4. So I started at 4 inches. Like I said, you could use, so if you didn't have access to little scrap pieces of wood like I do, since I work at Lowe's, you could use paint sticks. You could do a smaller version and use just like the jumbo craft sticks. I don't want to do them too crooked. Listen, I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. Angela made us biscuits and gravy and scrambled eggs. If you don't have if you have a Ryobi glue gun, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't have one,
Be careful.
be careful. Michelle from M&B,
Yeah.
she was like thinking about getting one, and I'm like, I mean, she does big threes, so I'm like, just don't drop it on your foot. Oof. I had
You drop it on your foot.
Yep.
Oh my God.
It will take skin off. It is very, very nasty.
How'd it feel?
It hurt really bad. So there we go. So I would, boy, that ended up really wonky. Good. Oh, we're going to have to staple. So if you don't like loud noises, hold your ears. Oh, guess what? We did? No. And then I'll cover up the, oh, I should have hold on to my, we're really wonky. Oh, that one's not coming up. I guess I had my stick to the side, but that's okay. Oh, I much appreciate it being allowed to. I don't think these are long enough. Well, normally I would use wood glue. Thank you. Wood glue and hot glue because you know you want to make sure that it's stable. I probably put my shorter. It really went in. Doggone it. We're gonna leave those in there for now. See, we'll take them out and then they will just be more rustic. My granddaughter's over here laughing at me. This is supposed to be a staple remover. But those staples are so down far in there that they ain't coming out. Okay. See? This is why you need wood glue, which I have some, but for time's sake, we're just gonna leave it like this. Where are those little red? That's an Excel, baby. So when I used to work at Walmart, you know, I knew I was the first one there when they were doing all the markdowns. And get those off a little bit better. So these are the miniature little felt little ornaments. So the next person up after me is Donnie from Crafting and Creations with Donnie and Virginia. Yes, I had to cheat. Yes, I just got glitter everywhere. So that one doesn't have to cover, but now we have to kind of be consistent with it. I don't have to cover that. Cover a staple. You can put some little yeah, you know what I'm saying? That stuff, you know, it makes a mess. Spanish moss. that I keep in the cheese ball container. I didn't never take the label off. So if you just need a little bit, you can just take a little bit and roll it up in a ball. And just don't burn your finger. Like I said, if you've never used a Ryobi glue gun, it is super, super hot. It's almost like it's illegal to have it that hot. Ouch.
See?
They have a miniature one.
I don't like it. I have it.
Oh.
It never fits on the cradle right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's like a little.
Yeah. Well, I have to say I can never get it on there right, which means when I go to use it, I realize that the red light's not on. Nobody's home because I didn't put it on right.
I think the light's on it, but nobody's home.
Usually. But you know, you're the older one, so I learned from my older sister.
She just didn't go there. A long walk to the airport. I was at an event on Friday evening with Craft Around the Clock, and the plane came in at 4:50, and I was going live at 8:30. So I'm like, I should have enough time. We're about an hour and 50 minutes from the airport. I'm like, should I go? He's like, go for it. And I'm like, okay. So here is just a star. The paper came off there, but I just used the same antique paint that I did for this. I have planned to wrap string around it. They are hot.
Nancy, if it's green and I see it, I get excited.
I know.
I don't care if I can use it for my business or not.
I want the workstation. I don't know if I'll use it, but like she just said.
Oh, I'm a workstation?
Yes.
Oh, that's why on my Christmas wish list.
So I just wanted to take this and hopefully the rope to stick. This is called Speed Crafting 101.
13 minutes.
We're okay.
I think we're fine.
I like hardware stores because they always have these. We have Menards here if you're on the East Coast, and they have these bins, but green, brown, and I have a whole bin full. So I'm just like I have nothing, no rhyme or reason. You can put as much or as little on there as you want. Not that way. Just be careful if you're doing it with foam. I was going to cut it out. She thought I did.
When?
I saw it this morning.
Oh.
You're like, when did you go cut that out?
Mm-hmm.
I should have said, I'm Superwoman. So we'll just glue this on the back. I have one of those little. Oh. I have one of those little silicone things from looks like a makeup brush, but it's. Where did you get the ornaments? Those were at Walmart several years ago. They were in the miniature section. I probably had because I bought like 7 sets or something when they were on clearance. It's been several years ago. Well, it's been within the last 3 years. So there's the star. Make sure we get enough glue on there. This should stick because it's foam, but we'll just leave a pressure. Thank you. You could probably make them, but and just paint like red. Or, if you have a grandchild that likes to crochet or embroider. She's over here making a face at me. This is Good to go. We'll give it a little haircut here when we get it in. So this is just my can that I filled with crushed glass. I have some styrofoam. I want to get it in the rocks though first. I probably should have.
You have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You're doing good.
Yep, I'm doing good. Yep, doing good. If you had big rocks, it would be better, but I have a huge bucket of this crushed glass. I'm like, that'll work. Because then you can pour epoxy in it. I do epoxy sometimes. That gets very, very messy. Well, you're welcome, Nancy. I know. Isn't it great? They're like, oh, I can make that. One of my kids will like it. One of my grandkids. Oh, no, my So my youngest, one of the granddaughters, 9, she's always like, oh, I want one of those. I'm like, okay, I'll make you one. So I'm just going to put a bunch of glue in the glass that's right here at the top. That way it will compact itself, glue itself together. This is the reason I like the Ryobi is because the glue comes out in massive quantities. My rustic got a little catawampus, but it'll be okay.
You know what?
We could probably flip you around. You can see this standing up will be better for you. So as I can find my little. Okay.
Bye, everybody.
She's not going very far. She's going down the hallway.
I'm going downstairs.
Oh, okay. Okay. So normally I use gaps and cracks, but I forgot to last night. Because if you can just put this stick and stick it right in. So what we're going to do with this is I'm going to cut it in half. That way we can put it around. It was just one of those little circle. We're just going to cut it, or you can't see now. We're just going to stick some back here. It's one of those little foam discs from the Dollar Tree. So that will help stabilize that. Keep putting glue in there. Thank you. Don't lean. Of course, it could lean and you wouldn't even know the difference because my stick's got a little wonky, but it'll be okay. I'm going to see a little piece of styrofoam more. Styrofoam is so like, oh, I hate that sound. I'm sure you do too, but so I apologize. So, and I use, don't like throw your scraps of nothing away, but hi, Elizabeth. Thank you. I mean, you could put ornaments on it. You could, decorate it if you wanted to. I usually get out like a ton of things, whatever my craft is. I'll have an idea in my head. Hey, Laura Jean, how are you? But it never goes exactly the way that you planned because you're like, oh, this would be better, or oh, that's not gonna work. So you just kind of have to be adaptable. That's one of the people I used to be in her group is adapt and excel. That's all we can do. Like I said, normally I would use gaps and cracks, but we're just kind of glue. Oh, ouch! Ooh, hot. There's some of that foaming. And then we're gonna put some moss on top. Ooh, normally I do this in my trash can because it is messy, but for time's sake. So I'm just stuffing some Spanish moss in. I will watch. I was watching replays last night and this morning. Love everybody yesterday did Santa's. Very cute. Kind of like rusty Santa's. Laura. You made a smaller version. Mine was gonna be smaller than after I started cutting my sticks. So I'm like, go big or go home, right? Like I said, you can do it with like the jumbo popsicle sticks. Just square off your ends or leave them round, whatever you want. You do you. I say that all the time. Somebody go, I don't want to do it that way. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. Thank you. You can leave that as loose and goosey as you want. Use the Celsius or whatever else, I do have here. I have some jingle bells. Pip berries and jingle bells, my favorite things. We start here. Hobby Lobby. I was waiting for them to. They only carry them at Christmas time. They're in the ribbon aisle. I know, and they're so cute. And I've painted them and cinnamon them, to be rustic if I wanted them that way. But I bought like I don't know 4 rolls when they came out. They were out online. Oh come on. There we go. But yes, I love these. I have pip berries in every color. So I'll glue these in and tidy everything up before I take my picture. But I love doing these because I do like just the triangle, trees, and I'll just dress them and whitewash them or something, and then I'll wrap bells around them. I'm a vendor in a little store here in town. People always like those. We'll have to glue that. There we go. Yes, these are like one of my favorite Christmas things. As soon as Hobby Lobby started setting their stuff, I'm like, set the ribbon aisle yet? Set the ribbon aisle. Going. Thank you. A little bit of glue to hold that last bell on. Oh, look at that. Just a couple minutes. There we go. Okay, a little bit more glue. So I want to thank you guys so much for having me in the event. I love meeting new people. When you concentrate, you get. Aww. There we go. So here's our final project. A little more lopsy than I had anticipated, but all the same. So we have a chow mein can covered in scrapbook paper. And these are wooden pieces from the wood at work at Lowe's. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Glenn. Is it Glenina? Diane. Oh, thank you, Deborah. So make sure you go grab a snack, run to the restroom, get you some drinks, and make sure that you stay and watch the next creator. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so much for having me. You guys all have a great day.